I spent an entire weekend unlocking every achievement in Batman Arkham Knight using a trainer, and honestly, I don't regret a single second of it. The game itself is incredible, but what made the experience special was just wandering through Rocksteady's version of Gotham without worrying about challenges or perfect combat scores.
What are you? I'm Batman.
What I love most about Arkham Knight is how oppressive and beautiful it is at the same time. Scarecrow took over the city and is terrorizing it with his fear toxin and poisons, and basically turned an entire section of Gotham into an isolated madhouse. Supervillains and street thugs roam the streets, and of course, it's your job to mop up the mess as the only one who can bring justice to Gotham. Sir, do you have a moment to talk about justice? No? How about a free ass kicking then?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out!
Rocksteady made every building feel dangerous, but there is also an amazing beauty to the whole place. The city has this dark Art Deco style, which is one of my favorite art styles, and it looks incredible even years later. I mean, seriously, the game is over a decade old, but it still looks incredible and is a feast for the eyes. A big reason for that is that this game's art direction will always be timeless in my opinion. Walking across rooftops while achievements unlocked for things I definitely didn't earn felt weirdly appropriate given the whole superhero and villain setting. In a way, I felt like both because I was obviously saving the city and mopping up this big stinking pile of crap that Scarecrow dropped upon Gotham, while Discount Ned Flanders over here didn't do fuck all for most of the game, but still pretended like he had such a hard day at work.
It's Barbara. She's been taken.
Oh my god!
But on the other hand, I was clearly cheating and also doing so in the most over-the-top way I could, flying around the city in God mode and always getting perfect combat scores. I tasted unlimited power and it was too sweet to ever go back. I also like the idea of essentially becoming an unstoppable machine that not only breaks bones and necks, but is also an actual terrifying monster, especially when wearing all those Batman suits that have red glowing eyes. The game just looked so damn atmospheric at times, and it's really easy to immerse yourself in this world. Although my personal favorite suit was the Batman 1989 suit because I have a special soft spot for the Tim Burton Batman movies. I mean, those were some incredible classics that influenced and impacted the franchise more than people realize.
I want you to do me a favor. I want you to tell all your friends about me.
I mean, Batman already has his own mythology within Gotham, with everyone thinking that he's some kind of supernatural demon hunting all the criminals. By literally becoming an unstoppable, immortal creature, I actually felt even more immersed into the world, and quite honestly, it was extremely relaxing. No more worrying about messing up some minor moment in the game, or having to replay certain missions or fights over and over again. Now I could cheat my way through any achievement while shaping the game to be what I wanted it to be. It felt like the ultimate power fantasy. I cheated infinite health pretty early on, which meant I could just glide around the city, appreciating the environmental storytelling without worrying about getting shot out of the sky. Though that didn't stop this flying monster bat from scaring the living shit out of me.
That was scary.
It's also worth noting that a large chunk of achievements for this game are unlocked by simply playing the story, meaning you'll get them regardless of whether you end up scoring lots of points or not. As for everything else, since I was using cheats, I upgraded and leveled up everything I could from the start, making Batman essentially the most dangerous man in Gotham. I didn't die a single time, and I got most combat achievements early on.
Alfred, I've re-enabled the bridge controls.
You are no match for me, Edward Nigma, the Riddler, and your intellectual superior.
Are you sure about that?
Rocksteady's art direction deserves way more credit than it gets. Every location in Arkham Knight has a specific visual identity that reminds me a lot of the Tim Burton Batman movies. There's a certain larger-than-life feeling that makes everything feel incredible, like a mix of Art Deco, darkness, neon, and rain. The game commits completely to making Gotham feel like a living place that's been corrupted and abandoned, with only one mystical creature of darkness being able to save it. I probably spent more time just traversing the environment than actually fighting, which is saying something because the combat is phenomenal, probably one of the best ever made within any action video game. It's extremely fluid, satisfying, and makes you look like the biggest badass to ever walk the face of the earth. Which is true, I mean seriously, look how jacked this guy is, he's like a walking tank.
What you been feeding this thing?
Moms.
Every achievement related to combat challenges popped up while I was using infinite combo cheats, and it honestly felt so satisfying and fun. Still, that doesn't mean that you can't mess up the combos or that you can't get your ass kicked, but ultimately, Gotham's street scum had no way of escaping or surviving once Batman appeared out of nowhere.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Do you bleed?
I ain't got time to bleed.
The side missions also add so much more lore and depth to the world. I always loved doing the Mad Hatter's missions in the Arkham games because they are among the most visually creative. I love how they change things up and drop you in the most fantastical, over-the-top dark fairy tale locations. But honestly, one of the creepiest missions was the one where you have to investigate a serial killer in Gotham called Pig, who's been abducting, torturing, and experimenting on people. This guy was easily the most unsettling villain in the game. He was also extremely annoying. I mean, just look at him. He has the most punchable face ever.
All messed up, inside out. Pig. Make her better.
You're sick, you know that? You're really sick.
What's interesting is that cheating doesn't actually hurt the story or fun of the game. When Batman gets infected with the fear toxin, you still feel urgency to get some cure and save him because everything happening in cutscenes is unrelated to whatever is going on during gameplay when you actually have control. So I can use as many God mode or infinite combo cheats as I want, it still won't save Batman from the toxin unless I actually complete certain story missions and requirements that you can't cheat your way out of. In a way, it made the game more cinematic to me because when you're watching a superhero movie like Batman, for example, you know that Bruce is going to survive one way or the other. He essentially always has God mode in all of his movies, regardless of whether he gets his ass kicked a couple of times or not. In the end, he always wins.
Batman on video cassette. The gift you want to give. The gift they want to get.
I love how after you get high on the fear toxin, you'll be seeing visions of Joker until the end of the game. Mark Hamill absolutely kills it once again, but what was really amazing was how this fear gas was screwing with Batman's mind. There are moments when you look at a billboard, a poster, or a statue and all of a sudden you see Joker's face on it, but when you turn away and then look at it again, it's back to being normal. I had no idea this was in the game, so the first couple of times I thought I was tripping.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Despite this game not being a horror game, it has a certain horror vibe, and it honestly made me wish there was some sort of Undead Nightmare type DLC for this game. I mean, it's just made for creepy encounters and mysteries, especially with Batman being an urban legend himself. There was also this one time when I got attacked by a bunch of ninjas who did not realize that there can be only one ninja in Gotham, and that's the American Ninja.
The deadliest art of the Orient is now in the hands of an American ninja.
Batman Arkham Knight is one of those rare games that nails the atmosphere so completely that just existing in the world is enough for me. I mean, the combat is great and the story is a lot of fun, but what makes it special is how immersive Gotham feels. The Art Deco style of the city feels like eye candy to me and also reminds me of BioShock at times, which is another game that is a pure masterpiece. Some of the locations looked a lot like Rapture, and I feel like that's one of the reasons why Arkham Knight's visuals are so timeless.
Oh my god! Wow!
Using cheats to unlock every achievement let me experience the game how I wanted it without any grinding or possible frustration. I decided what rules I wanted to follow and how I wanted to do it, and it made the experience a lot more chill and exciting for me. Every achievement was a reminder that I was taking the easy path and had officially joined the dark side, but honestly, spending a weekend as Batman gliding through a beautifully realized dystopia while achievements unlocked without me having to work too hard on it was exactly the experience I needed.
Are you wanna get nuts? Come on, let's get